This is a Navimow i205 AWD robot lawnmower with a perfect beginner-friendly design for those new to having a smart mowing companion. Featuring zero-turn technology, electronic stability control, and all-wheel drive, this mower can maneuver across any terrain, even 4 cm high steps, suitable for complex combinations of grass, stone, and tree roots. This particular model can handle a mowing area of 500 square meter, and hills aren't a problem either. The mower can tackle slopes up to 45%, which is 24 degrees, and its traction control system prevents slipping on wet grass and other slick surfaces. It is also TÜV Rheinland certified, which means it will have minimal lawn damage even on slopes and complex terrains. The additional vision fence technology uses a 140 degrees RGB camera and provides AI-powered 150 plus obstacle avoidance to really cover all of the bases. It can reroute with 0.1 seconds of detecting something in the way, such as pets, tools, and toys. When I used it, the potted plants were perfectly avoided, and the mower even avoided the dried bush in the corner of the garden. This Navimow is the upgraded version of the i1 series, which has been a 2-year Amazon bestseller, and i205 now offers more value at the same price point. Thanks to its compact and light composition, the mower is easy to lift. I was surprised it was only 12 kg, and it doesn't take up much room. The charging station is even more lightweight, so you can set it wherever you want. However, the package contains material for securing the charging station in place if you so choose. All you need is an outlet nearby to be able to plug it in, and that's about as complex as the setup for the charging station goes. Further simplifying the process for you, this mower needs no wires on antenna. Its network NRTK and auto mapping allow you to sit back and relax, controlling everything from the Navimow phone app. Simply pair your phone and lawnmower via Bluetooth. The app has clear instructions for setup, and navigating through the setting is pretty intuitive. You will be prompted to create a map and to select Start Mapping. From there, the Navimow will leave the charging station and go around your yard. As mentioned before, the sensor on the front has a 140-degree RGB camera, which can scan and map the lawn, visible in the Navimow phone app. i2 AWD uses a more advanced 360 degrees vision together with the VIO system, which provides a more durable and reliable solution compared to mechanical LiDAR systems. The intended mowing area can always be adjusted in the app if you'd like to indicate specific patches to be included or excluded. Depending on the complexity of your lawn, you can also establish specific zones in the app and select which zones you want the mower to do. These are nice options to customize the program to your needs and guarantee your extra control. Once the Navimow has mapped the entire area, it will return to the charging station. I personally didn't expect it, but apparently you can take advantage of voice command, as Navimow is compatible with major smart home systems such as Alexa and Google Home. But even if you prefer being more hands-on, Navimow has got your back. A local antenna is provided, as well as an in-app manual control of the mower, which admittedly feels like playing with remote controller toy. Since the area I wanted to mow is no golf course, I opted to leave the local antenna in the box and simply use the Navimow app to set up the mower. If I had used the antenna, it would have only been a few more steps, mainly just putting it together and then finding a place to stick it in the ground. The light around the dial actually changes colors: blue to indicate a strong satellite signal of the antenna, yellow for a weak signal, green for a weak but secure connection, and red when the charging station is disconnected from the mower. Once setup and mapping is complete, you can easily choose a variety of mowing settings that best suits your needs in-app or manually. This dial can be turned to the desired grass height you want, ranging from 2 to 6 cm, which directly adjusts how close to the ground the blades are. The underside has 5 metal blades, each of which can be unscrewed for easy maintenance or replacement. They are attached to one big plate that spins when the mower is activated to cut the lawn. Here on the top, we see some very straightforward buttons. A play button to activate the device to cut the grass, a power button labeled OK to turn it on and off, a home button for the device to park itself back at the charging station, and a big red emergency stop button to make it stop cutting and stop moving. Basically, if you want the mower to cut the grass, you would press the play button and then OK. Similarly, if you want the mower to return to the charging station, you would press the home button and then OK. This all of course can be just as easy done in the app without even touching the mower itself. There is a big orange button at the bottom of the screen for starting or pausing the mower whenever it is in its process. Once activated, the Navimow will mow within the boundary it mapped out along a planned path. The mower has 2 large front wheels and 1 smaller back wheel, all designed with complex terrains in mind. All 3 wheels can actively turn, but the rear wheel activates only when needed, conserving energy and extending runtime by as much as 30%. This probably makes more of a difference if you have a bigger lawn that takes more time to completely mow. Here in this small backyard, I'm really not worried about the battery draining. The battery capacity is 2.55 ampere hour and only takes an hour to charge. You can check the battery level in the app or on the screen display on top of the mower. When fully charged, the mower can do its things for up to an hour, which is enough to take care of 125 square meter. Even if the battery level drops too low, recharging is still hands-off because the mower will return to the charging station on its own. Once recharged, it will pick up where it left off cutting the grass. You will notice that the concentric rear wheel is also capable of pivoting so the mower doesn't tear up or damage any turf while turning. This also means you can have the mower spinning in circles just for fun. If you're worried about someone stealing your robot companion, have no fear. The smart anti-theft system has dual alarms and real-time GPS tracking. The app will notify you instantly if it is lifted or removed from the boundary and always shows your mower's live location. Another convenient feature is the scheduled lawn mowing. Even if you are not home or just busy, you can determine at what time the mower should activate. You can always stop the mower from the app as well. The Navimow app allows you to track its progress and you can even see which areas have already been mowed. But if the weather is bad, the mower is smart enough to detect the unfavorable conditions and stay put at the charging station. This helps prevent any damage to the device or your lawn. For further durability, the device has an IP66 rating, which means it is dust-tight and withstands powerful water jets, so hosing it down with water to clean it is totally fine. A fun fact is the mower even has 360 hours of UV resistance, so I guess you shouldn't expect any summer tan on this thing. If you have ever used traditional lawnmowers before, you know how loud it can get. The Navimow, however, operates at just 59 decibels, so you won't even notice it is working. This is especially great for not disturbing pets, babies, or neighbors, and it means you can get your lawn cut any time of the day or night. You can hear the sound of it in action now. And this is the result after the mower is finished with the job. Overall, this is a really nice and simple robot lawnmower. It gets the job done with no problem and everything from setup to charging to cutting is super easy. I love that everything can be conveniently done from the app, but there are manual ways to control the mower if I need to, which gives me peace of mind. If this has piqued your interest, the product link is in the description below. And if you are curious about some other mowers, check out these other videos. Thanks for tuning into TechMo, and I will see you in the next one.